My name is Mykal Jones, and on May 18th, 2018, I had the worst day of my life. I was involved in a truck accident where my truck ran into the back of an 18-wheeler. I was going about 70 miles an hour. It took the fire department about an hour and a half to cut me out of the truck, but God was there. Right before the accident, a song on the radio came across. It was Reckless Love, and one of the lyrics in that song is, "He leaves the 99. Well, at that point in time, I was the one. God came and saved me. According to the DPS and other people who saw the wreck, I should not have walked away from that accident. My seat broke down in the accident. Now, I did break my shoulder blade. I broke my face off of my skull. I broke a bone in my hand. I was battered and bruised, covered in glass, but I was still alive. Some of the other things was that some of the first people that showed up on scene were a retired fireman who grabbed a fire extinguisher and put fires out in the engine compartment. And another lady was sitting outside the truck talking to me and praying, "Let this man go home to see his family again." And that's when the body of Christ come into play. And the word overwhelming is not big enough to describe the efforts that were done for me and my family. My wife was taken care of and made sure she was able to get to the hospital. They filled an entire waiting room of people just there in support of me and my family. And the church family they provided meals for us. They mowed my grass. They took care of some things that I wasn't able to. And it's just very humbling. I had a dear friend of mine start a GoFundMe account that helped pay for some of the medical bills. And now, throughout this whole experience, there are some things that God's taught me. It was very, very humbling and very hard for me to allow others to serve me. God had to break me to do that. On the backside of this, community is critical. It is vital for a Christian life. And you can't be just, "I'll pray for you." You have to be a person that says, if they need prayer, right there, pray. You have to be the person, you have to be intentional. And if you ask somebody, "Are they okay?" Prod, keep going, go another step. Are you sure you're okay? And then that brings me to another thing is prayer. Prayer is power. The number of prayers said for me were just innumerable. And there were times that were after my surgery to put my face back together that I couldn't sleep at night. The only thing I could do was pray. It's something very soothing about prayer. It's just you find your focus, and God will come to meet you at that time. And you don't understand how much of an impact one person's prayer can have on a life. Trust me, I'm living experience, living truth that is so true. One prayer can have so much impact on a life. And I challenge you people, just look around. Open your eyes. There's always something to pray for. And the other one of the things is my Bible here. It was found in my truck. The outside is beat up and scarred up. And this just reminds me just how this is a love story for us. It's a reckless love. And the word reckless, there's two definitions. There's one without caution, and there's one that's without abandon, without care for oneself. It's a selfless love. And that's what Christ and God showed through this accident to me, is that there's a selfless love that He poured into me. And what am I supposed to do with it? I'm just supposed to share this my story. Thanks for letting me share this morning, and I hope that my story encourages you and draws you closer to God.